Do you know that you have a lot of skills that are currently being underutilized, underestimated, or underdeveloped?
Mm.
Well, I could argue with you that almost everyone have a skill. As far as a human being, you have a skill. But before we even proceed to talking about these skills, I am Peter Osikhena, and here with me is
Victor Otasowie, the founder of Future Setters Institute, and also a life coach.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, talking about skills, you might want to ask the question, what is a skill? What do we mean by skill?
Sure.
You know, a lot of people often confuse the idea of skills to crafts or trade, as the case may be. And you know, when talking about skill actually refers to the technique.
Yes.
The technique or the way and manner in which you carry out something that makes it stand out or makes it different or efficient and better than your relative counterparts. Mm-hmm. So whatever technique you are applying, whatever you are doing, is the skill in itself and not the thing you are really doing. Take for instance, in our society today, a lot of people confuse maybe a craft like maybe tailoring, plumbing, or even crafts like maybe shoe cobbler, maybe being a shoe cobbler, a whole lot of crafts that we have out there, you know, both the menial, the menial jobs and also the whatever crafts you have, you know, they confuse it with skill. But our understanding of skill have to progress from the work that we do to the things that we do that makes those work exceptional, that makes us stand out. It is what we call skill. You know, the importance of acquiring a skill and developing a skill cannot be overemphasized, because when you have skills, examples of such skills that we're talking about are speaking skills.
You have critical thinking skills.
Yes, that's a very beautiful skill.
Leadership skill. Negotiation skills.
Oh, very, very serious for business.
Personal development skills.
Yes.
There are so many skills, but most of us just feel, like he said, we're focusing ourselves on the craft.
Mm-hmm.
And then possibly you are a teacher, or possibly you are a farmer, or you are doing so many things, and you don't really think about what you can do to better that particular thing you are doing. So most times we're trying to tell you now that the skills you have are very important. These important skills, these skills that we just listed out, just like these whole speaking skills. Some of us don't even know how to communicate effectively.
Exactly.
You want to reach out to someone, you're not confident. You don't know how. Your posture is not good enough.
It's not good enough.
Your eye contact, no eye contact. You are fidgeting. You are going to meet someone. You want to negotiate with the person. You are not really communicating effectively. You are not doing what you're supposed to do. How do you expect that person to buy into your idea? So you have already existing, let's say, craft, and you want to push that craft to people out there, and you don't have the skills to push that craft. That's why we are here to tell you that there are certain skills that you can develop as a young individual. That if you develop these skills, will help you to push that craft to the people out there. So, like we said, communication skills, leadership skills. You are given a small, you have an organization, and you're unable to lead people. You're unable to transfer the vision of the organization to other people so that they can work in that organization. They can resonate to the frequency of the vision. You know, these are issues that a lot of people have. So they don't have leadership skills. They don't have composure. They are not composed.
And again, there's one skill people often underestimate. Or they don't even talk about it. It's listening skill.
Listening skills.
There are a lot of persons that they are eager to just speak. They want to speak. Even when they are supposed to be listening, they are only hearing what you are saying so that they can respond. You understand? A lot of people, and it causes a lot of problems in our society today.
A lot of problems.
You understand? So people need to really develop. If you know you have a good listening skill, it's a plus for you.
Sure.
You know, develop it, because when you're a good listener, you learn better and faster. You learn more.
Sure.
You understand? You can listen. Listening is not only with the ear, done only with the ears. You listen with our whole attention, the whole body. You listen with both your eye, your ear, because what you are seeing, you are also picking with your sense of hearing, picking with your sense of smell. It's listening. You get conscious and active listening. It's very, very important. So these are skills that one needs to always put into whatever you're doing. And when you can identify your skills, you identify them, and you can amplify and develop them, then you can also be able to putting those skills into your craft, like I said earlier, and
Sure.
you just find yourself excelling, you find yourself standing out.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people are usually they have some kind of, they look down on themselves that, oh, I don't have skills, maybe I don't know how to do one or two things, maybe catering or whatever skill that other people have, as they mistake it crafts.
Yes.
You know, but they do not know that the skill that they possess in themselves is more than sufficient for them to be able to excel in whatever
That particular thing.
they put their mind to, whatever craft they want to do or whatever thing they want to do. You might not even necessarily have a craft, even in your workplace or one or little things that you are doing. When you put in that your skill, you see yourself just excelling in the stand.
And one core thing that a lot of us, like I said before, an important skill that a lot of us need to really put into our business or our organization is critical thinking. You see, there are a lot of ideas that come every moment in our life. But then most times, the first thing that we hardly do is to document those ideas, because our brain is constantly thinking. Even when we are sleeping, our brain is constantly thinking.
That's why you dream.
Yes, our brain is constantly seeing ourselves in different places, thinking of how to do several things.
One or two things.
But one major issue or one major problem is we lack the ability to document and the ability to think creatively in that particular area. And we also lack passion in that particular thing. So if you are already having a craft and you lack passion in that craft, you still have a mind of going back to another craft. You keep searching and all that. But if you can actually develop a craft and also be passionate in that craft, definitely your mind will always be thinking of how to build that craft.
Exactly.
So that's one major thing that we need to also do as well too.
Yes. Yeah, speaking on this critical thinking,
Yes.
like a lot of persons do underrate that too. You know, if you're a critical thinker, the same business that someone has been doing, if you go into that same business,
Sure.
you just think outside of the box and do something differently. In that business, because you can't achieve a different result from doing the same thing. So it's only when you do something outside of what is conventional, you understand, that is when you'll be able to achieve a different result.
Just like you said, two persons can start the same business and the results they get are different. So possibly the person thought differently, did things differently. His own exposure was different from yours.
Yes.
The way the person communicates was different from yours. That's why the more reason why you have to know how to develop. You need to develop your skills so that you can. Marketing skills as well. It's also a very great skill.
Yes.
How do you relate to those customers? How do you treat your customers? How do you talk to them when they come to you? They come to you. Some of them even. Okay, we do appreciate you for being in this training. So Future Setters Institute has put together so many great trainings. We usually have our youth development shows every Sunday by 3 p.m. West African time. And we train young minds on 3 core niches: leadership, personal development, and work ethics. So if you want to grow together, want to grow with us in 2025, you have some skills that you have in mind that you want to learn. There are so many things you want to build yourself on, and you need persons, great minds that can train you, international speakers, people that can mentor you. Currently, we are mentoring great people from different countries, and you want to be part of our mentorship team. Do well to reach out to us so that you can grow with us in 2025. Do not miss out of this great opportunity. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Do have a wonderful evening.